Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Player here. Um, when I had a firefighter necklace, the one with red and black cross with the fire department helmet, when on Wednesday, um, I woke up in the morning on Wednesday of this week. It was 2 days ago. Sorry, I might see my finger around. Um, I think it's March 6th of Wednesday. So on that morning, I always never take my necklace off. Never. And then it disappeared when I woke up. Literally, it disappeared. So I've been trying to find it where it's at, but I kept finding it. I mean, literally, I was trying to find wherever it's at. Check my bedroom, check the attic, check the basement, everywhere in this whole fucking house. Literally, nothing found. Cities. So my mom told me about a kid died in the one house from North or South Railroad in Myerstown here. That I'm guessing that was murdered or something like that. I don't know. But when I was a kid, with my mom and my brother and my dad, so we're all downstairs, and then we heard a big, loud, freaking bang. When my mom was telling me about this, and I do remember at the time, I think it was last night when she told me, before I went to work, um, when she did tell me, and I think I was only 3 or 4 years old at the time, and um, and then my mom started carrying me up to the stairs when we heard a loud sound bang. Okay, so they, well, not they, but all of us checked every room except the one room we did not check was my parents' room. So we checked my parents' room. There's my dad's dresser fell over with a large sized old TV, the one that used to have like a looking like a phone dialer thing, the button thing, like the old fashioned buttons, the little tiny little squares. And um that fell. Even all the antiques of glass that my dad had when he was a kid. And none of them broke. Literally, not even a single uh glass break. Nothing broke, nothing. Okay. And then what I've been found out the same thing in my room because I I went to school, well, not basically a school, but it's actually a job experience school to learn about experiences, and they'll find you a job and personally. And I got my second job already. Second job today. I got hired. It's a merchandiser place. It's KAPP Advertisement. That's in Lebanon. So I'm gonna be delivering the papers of the outside of Newmanstown, and not gonna tell you with these three locations. Okay, these are unknowns, and we cannot pass through there. Okay, we cannot pass through there because one of them is haunted. One of them is, so we can't pass there. So, like I said about the when I came downstairs and I went over to take my medication, and and then I get my shoes on, get my house keys. Um, and no, you don't need a book bag for anything, actually. So I get the keys for the house. Until then, um, I think it was 7:20 something in the morning when my mom texted me. When she did text me, she said, "Your dresser fell," and um, and it has all my antiques that worth more than $2 million. Most of my antiques are in my room, so they're worth more than $2 million. So that's why I collect all these antiques. I love antiques, it's my living, but I'm not going to sell them until certain time when I get about between 30 to 60 years old. So now, but my mom told me, like I said, about the dresser that fell over, and my antiques fell over, including very, very vintage Titanic newspaper of the disaster thing. My grandfather had that when he was a kid, and he gave it to me when I was 19 years old. But I wish I could show you, but I can't, because the paper's gonna fly out of it, because the frame broke, the glass is about to break, but it's still thick, but when it drops or something and it shatters, that frame is very vintage, and it has to be all mint condition, but that one is actually mint condition. But now, the frame broke, the backing broke, the paper that stays into the frame, and then the blocker that won't get the picture falling out of the frame. Forget what I call it, but I call it by blocker. That's what I call it, blocker. So everything from there fell, and then I looked behind my dresser when it fell. I looked behind it, there was a signature and a few scratches on it. And the scratch is a lot bigger than the little kid. But I'm guessing it's a girl kid, the ghost kid. I'm guessing it's a girl. But right now I can't take it, I can't move my dresser because my room's all messed up. Because of my cousins love destroying my room. Because I have very vintage toys that when I had it since I was a few months old and a year old, and it goes over. So I was born in 1997, so I do have very vintage baby toys when I was a kid. They're downstairs, but not gonna tell you where it's located. And they are worth more than $10.12 million. Because when I searched them, all of those toys there from the basement, they're worth $10.12 million. And that's why I'm telling you about this ghost kid. And I never knew this was going to happen. Because when I was a kid, I started remembering when my mom told me about it. But now, like I told you about my dresser and shit. So, and yeah, I wasn't on YouTube as much as I used to. But I do watch videos of like gaming, something bugs. I watch him sometimes, and I do watch some of those, and I do watch the funniest freaking things, pranks, a lot of things. And I was gonna do a prank on my friend of mine at work. I was gonna do a prank on him. Oh my god. If I do a prank, he'll be flipping the hell out. Literally, he'll be flipping the hell out. So, and yeah, you might hear my cat snoring. She loves to snore. When she's in deep sleep, she snores. She's a one weird cat. So, then when my dog, the troublemaker, the jackass one, doesn't shut the hell up. Literally, he doesn't shut up. Like when someone is in the next door of when you first when you pull up in front of my house, and when you walk on my porch and then on your right is my neighbor's house. When she, well, probably anybody in that house walks on the porch, and he freaking barks like a fucking idiot. And then I said, "Shut up!" So many freaking times he doesn't shut up. And then my mom was trying to shut him up. But then when my mom let him go of his head, well, she's trying to put his head down so he can shut up. But not too hard though, so it won't hurt him. So then when she let go, and he starts barking again. So my mom was getting irritated by him. And then when Rex kept barking, and he got off and came in here where I'm at right now, barking all fucking day. And then when we were going to bed, we had to lock him up in a cage. And then when we came up the stairs to go to sleep, and then he was barking all fucking night. Literally, he was barking all fucking night. And then my cat there was begging for more treats. I just gave her treats, and then 2 or 3 seconds later, she comes back for more. Literally, I just gave her treats, and then she wants more. And then when if I gave her more, and then she probably come back for more constantly. So then if I stop giving her treats, and then we all go to bed, and she's gonna come over here to the stairs and try to get our attention, so one of us can come down and give her treats, and then when we walk back up, and then we go back to bed, and then she's gonna keep crying for more, and it pisses us off. And pretty much my cat is pretty old. She's pretty old age. So yeah, she's pretty much old. Like my other cats, when we're kids, we had to put them down. That's all we had to do. We had to put them down. Except the orange cat. Somehow, he snuck out the door for some freaking reason. Because the door was closed the whole freaking time, and it was locked. And then he walks out of the door. I don't know how he got out. And then walks on the street and got hit and died. When my mom arrived there, when I texted mom right after she got there, I texted her what's going on, and then she said our cat. Well, we named him Tigger because he looks like a tiger cat, whatever. I mean, I call him Tiger, while my brother calls him Tigger. So, my mom told me, and I looked at the text, and I ran in the woods crying because the vehicle hit the cat and ripped his head off on the car's grill. The grill bearings or whatever you call it. And the head came right off after hit. That's why you never leave your cat. You never, leave the door open or whatever so the cats can snuck out. But my cat here does not like the cats from outside where I'm at. Because there's about like 200 cats walking right by my house, and like they're all right there. But when I walked out from the front door, all the cats ran. But then when I got home, they all came back right after I got home. It's crazy. But then they all like lined up and it's on the porch. So I went out the back, and I had to go on the side of the house so they could see me and come that I'm over there. And they all came over there. Literally, all of them. I mean, all of them. Packed. All the freaking backyard. It was whole packed. And so I had to feed them all so they could survive. I I have shelter for them, like boxes and stuff, so they can survive. So they can share their room, share their room of the boxes. And then we called Humane Society, and about multiple vehicles came up, like 4 or 5 of them, I guess. I don't know how many from there. They all picked them up and took them all Humane Society places, and they put them. They put like rabies shots in them, and of all those shots. But they said they're not going to put them down, but they're going to put them in the cages for adoption. Because what I did, I'm a cat person, okay? I'm a cat person. So I had to help so many cats to survive, so they don't hang out here like there's no food, there's no water. But Midnight, that I saved, because his ear was completely down. Okay, it was completely down. Can't hear me on his right ear, or not his, her right ear. So I took her at the back and fed her, like almost all day, and then when it's nighttime, she went to sleep in one of the boxes, so the freezing rain can't hit her on the head or the body, so she won't, freeze instantly. So that's why I put pizza boxes over as like a roof, like a rooftop. So that's what I did. I mean, I had to do something, That's all I had to do. I got to do something. Okay, that's what I got to do. I got to do something. So I can keep her survive. But before I'm at Midnight, the black cat, okay, it was pitch black cat. Just like my cat, but she's dark brown, but you can't see her in the dark because basically on the outside of her fur is black, but the inside of her fur is brown, dark brown. That's when I started finding out about it. Black cats, if they're born pitch black fur, okay, then it'll be black cats. But some cats have black fur on the outside, and the inside is like brown fur on the inside, the fur. Sometimes you can see the differences and stuff like that. So before I met Midnight, and there was a cat, a younger cat. I mean, a lot younger. I mean, a lot younger cat. Okay, it's not like a kitten, but she looks like a kitten. But she was extremely, extremely skinny. Literally, you can see her ribs. You can see her spine. So I fed her and fed her and fed her, so she can have some fat in her, so you won't see her bones like like a skeleton thing. You know what I mean? So then, right after that, like a few days later, we found her a home. Is at my grandmother's, and then 5 days later, she was gone. She disappeared in a thin air, literally in a thin air. Oh, it's my dog. The ones, it's Malamute Pit Mix. She is the one weird dog. So anyway, back about the cats. So that cat, when I found her a home, I named her Luna because she looks like a multiple colors of black, orange, and white all in one color is mostly spots because she reminds me of a moon that looks like moon from the sun when it's shining on the outside, and then the other side is dark. So that's why it reminds me of the moon. So that's why I named her Luna. And then after that, after adoption, and then when I came home, and then I looked over across the street and I saw this black cat, like I've been telling you about, Midnight. So she came over, and then we pet her so much. We love it. I love her so much. So I fed her so much, like I said about that. She was not as bad as Skinny kind of thing, but she has a hard time breathing because she has allergies going on, sickness on the cat. It was really bad. So I had to help her breathe and stuff like that. So then, and that's when I named her Midnight because she was all pitch black. You won't even see a brown spot like my cat is. Like, brown fur. Not as like a cat, but the cat in the Midnight, she's all black fur. Literally pitch black fur. Not even a single brown fur on her. So she's a black cat. So then we took, well, not me, but I was at school of job experiences. The place to get experience so I can find more jobs as I can. And then my mom took her to the Humane Society, and then they're gonna do some shots, so like a flu shot for the cats, the certain kind of flu shot, not the human liquid kind of the flu shot. They do make the of the animals too, because they do a lot of mixing and differences. And then they did a rabies shot. Oh, I thought someone was across the street or something. So, yeah. I'm gonna miss Midnight. But now, I got a phone call, not now, but I think it was last week, when I got a phone call from the Humane Society, said to me that Midnight was adopted by a little girl, age of 7. And I was happy because now Midnight has a new owner. And then I'm extremely happy at the moment on the inside, but the outside I don't smile much. So yeah, it's very intense kind of thing. So the hell was that? And no, it's not from next door behind me, of because our house is connected to the other side. So shit. Oh, it's their dog. I don't know what's going on. So when they were making, I think it was they were making a noise, but then the window blinds in front of me, it moved. I don't know how, but it did. I'm not blowing in the wind or nothing. I'm in the middle of the freaking room. It's weird. Trust me, it's just weird. So right now I'm gonna go because I can call my old friend. Me and him met on Facebook since 2010. He's like my brother. Okay, he's like my brother. I like to pick on him. He picks on me back. That's what we do. Like me and my brother always do. My real brother. Um, when me and my real brother, when we're kids, we fight each other and shit. We do that. It's it's like a childhood, so even though it's like a like brotherly love and stuff like that. So, all right, for now, I'm gonna let you guys go. I've been on live for 25 minutes, and who cares about the seconds? So, see you later, guys.